As Kyle Busch was on the inside of Ryan Blaney, and as Ryan Blaney was going by, Kyle Busch went around. Take a look.
Kyle down to the bottom of the racetrack and just up the racetrack into the door of the 12, and that brings him right around.
Just two guys racing hard for position. See right here, Kyle has forward momentum. Feels like he can get up the racetrack. Starts up the racetrack. That contact you spoke about just gets him turned around and contacting the wall. Not sure how much damage it is.
I'm surprised by that because we've seen a lot of cars using that bottom groove and being pretty stable. But he went in the turn and the car just looked like it come out from under him and just had to chase it up the track. And unfortunately, he chased it up into the 12. And I think he saves that if the 12's not there.
It's not something that we've seen a lot this year or last year with this car. Typically, but beside someone, they drive really well. But with the contact, you know, that's what started this issue. Normally we would see this, and that would be air. You know, air would be pulling downforce off that inside car, and it would wreck it, spin out, lose control. But in this case, that contact is what, in my opinion, that's what got this thing started. And Kyle Busch he was extremely excited. I talked to him this morning. He felt really good about his car, felt like he had great speed yesterday. Car drove great.
Let's listen in to Ryan Blaney's radio.
What do you think was going to happen there? I mean, luckily we didn't get wrecked too. Yeah, we're lucky.
I mean, could Ryan Blaney have done anything different? As the 8 is going to go behind the wall, and Steve, he would be on the DVP, right? So
he's done.
He's out of the race.
The 8's out of the race. To Jeff, to your point, I also thought the 8 looked really good in practice, but he started 8th. He fell all the way back to 14th. He was making his way back up to 11th before he had that accident, but obviously something early on, not quite as what we expected for the 8 car. I didn't see him losing spots early.
There's RC on top of the hauler, and probably not very happy as to one of his cars out of the race early. Well, NASCAR Drive, that's your live race day companion. You can follow your favorite drivers with access to their in-car cameras. You can customize your entire streaming experience. Visit NASCAR.com/drive or download the NASCAR mobile app to watch all the action.
You know, you can use that NASCAR mobile app to take Kyle Busch and put him in your garage if he's on your fantasy team.
Fantasy.
This is disappointing for Kyle. So good in practice.
But surprising. I think we heard